Right now, it looks like the Bitcoin price action is gearing up for a massive move here. And whether it is that we're going to be breaking outside of this inverse head and shoulders pattern, or whether it's going to be the case that we're right now breaking down of this very important horizontal level of support, I am going to exactly discuss it on today's update video. I'm going to talk exactly about all the price targets that I personally have in mind right now, the big resistance we are facing above us, and the big support that we are approaching along the way towards the downside. So this will be obviously getting discussed on today's update video. I will talk about both big liquidity maps that is right now piling up above us as also below us, and I want to talk about very bullish news that is actually coming out right now. And what worries me the most here is that Bitcoin isn't necessarily seeing a very strong reaction of this news here, and I'm gonna be breaking down what this exactly means here. So don't forget to once again watch this video till the end. It's gonna be a very interesting one. It's gonna be a very exciting one. So don't forget to once again snap on that like button back above 1,000 likes. It will be highly appreciated. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards today's update video. First of all, if I'm diving in towards this video, I quickly straight away want to be discussing the structure that Bitcoin is currently creating. And clearly, if you right now, if you, for example, invert the Bitcoin price action, you can clearly see, okay, we're creating a high right here, lower high. And if we right now can confirm once again this lower high right here in the market, then I would start to say, okay, we're creating a head and shoulders pattern, and then of course a continuation towards the downside, which is right now an inverted chart. So it's going to be a continuation towards the upside, obviously, is going to be very likely to happen for Bitcoin, right? So in case this is going to be happening, I think we're going to be looking quite bullish for Bitcoin. But before discussing this exact scenario, I do also want to discuss some other things, and those are the reasons why I'm still holding these trades open on the lower side right here, which I discussed for many times before already. And yeah, I think still the sweet spot to enter big trades on Bitcoin is in this region right here. And let me quickly explain it. So yesterday and this morning, basically we got a lot of very important news out here. And later today, we will be having the FOMC meeting where Jerome Powell is going to be having its speech. And in this speech, I will be live streaming on YouTube and I will discuss everything over there. So make sure to already subscribe to the channel, smash up the bell notification so you're going to be staying up to date about this. But in about, 12 hours from now on, we're going to get this important Federal Reserve meeting. But basically what he stated is that now the end of quantitative tightening is expected to happen in October, and the balance sheet growth is going to start again here. So quantitative easing is starting again here. And this means that the Federal Reserve is going to be buying up their balance sheet. And historically, if the Federal Reserve buys up their balance sheet, Bitcoin and other risk assets tend to increase here because there's more money getting injected in the economy. But as this news came out here, the market didn't saw a bullish reaction whatsoever. It actually saw a slight little drop towards the downside whenever this news hit. And historically, what you have to understand, when bullish news hit the market and the market dumps, it shows you that there's a lot of weakness in the market. And that is, of course, one of the reasons why I still think this potential inverse head and shoulders pattern could be getting invalidated, since the market is showing a lot of weakness still, in my opinion, if I am looking at this news here. So yes, I am definitely still looking at this scenario. If we, of course, break above the high right here, I think we're going to see a continuation. But you have to understand how I'm currently approaching the market. I am taking it with a little bit more cautious. And yeah, truly, if we were going to come back towards these levels right here, then I would love to go almost all in towards the Bitcoin price action. But as of for now on, I remain to be a little bit more cautious. And also today, in this meeting, we're going to be expecting to have a 25% basis point rate cut, which is, of course, very exciting and which is, of course, going to be very bullish. Then also, if I'm going to compare Bitcoin towards the S&P 500, I mean, even into yesterday, we saw a big bump towards new all-time highs on the S&P 500, while Bitcoin actually took another hit down here. So an even bigger decoupling on these charts here. You can see it over here. S&P 500 going absolutely bananas towards the upside. Bitcoin comes down ever so slightly. And the higher the S&P 500 goes here, the more bigger the risk of a potential correction is also going to be here. So whenever such a correction happens, it could drag Bitcoin also down here. So that is also something you need to be understanding right now here. And in my opinion, also, we broke below this level right here, which was a very important level. And yeah, if I'm looking at Bitcoin right here, ultimately, if we're looking at the bigger time frames, we can see, yeah, we got rejected from this very important level of horizontal resistance. If I'm going to be looking at support, this is the most important level of support that we're going to be approaching, sitting around $1,000 to $6,000. I think we're going to be filling up this wick here before ultimately pushing up higher. So that is where my orders are set up here. And yeah, on Bitcoin right now here, I still think we could be coming down ever so slightly lower here to about $110,000, because that is, like you can see in this region, where the majority of the support and resistance is laying right now here. Then further on, I also want to discuss real quickly the liquidity heat map. And actually, before I go in towards that, I quickly want to give an update on my trades here, because guys, if you are actually, by the way, also interested in trading yourself here, but you want to be staying up to date also on my trades in real time, make sure to join the VIP Telegram group here, because in the Telegram group here, you will stay up to date on my trades, what I'm exactly doing in real time. Also, I'm giving updates over there. Not only me, but 5 other professional traders are also giving their updates in the group as well. So yeah, if you just want to be staying up to date about all the possible scenarios, all the possible trades that we're taking, make sure to join the private Telegram group here. And on top of that, guys, honestly, I think WeX is the best exchange out there to trade on. And if you sign up an account using that first link in today's video description, you will not only get a 25% fee rebate, making this the cheapest exchange to operate from, but also they're giving away an insane $30,000 deposit bonus, which is available for the grabs here. And by binding your phone number and email, you get a free 10 towards $100 coupon here. So check out WeX also in the first link in today's video description. Further on, I want to discuss the liquidity heat map, and you can just clearly see there's new liquidity being built up above us around the $117,000 level, but also clearly below us right now here around the $104,000 to about $106,000 level. There's more and more liquidity being piled up here, and ultimately, the more and more liquidity is going to be piled up here, the bigger the chances is that we're going to be actually grabbing it. So let's see how it's going to be playing out, obviously. But liquidity is being built up on both sides here. So expect a big sweeper towards one direction, then towards the other one. So yeah, that is what I'm currently seeing on the market right now. Ultimately, also, if I'm looking at ETH remains to be a little bit more weak than Bitcoin, in my opinion. We've seen perfect retests from the symmetrical triangle, but just like I mentioned on yesterday's video and all these videos before while we were trading in this consolidation phase, for me, I need to see a break above the orange box here. Whenever we do see that, then we're going to be seeing a confirmed breakout towards the upside. And yes, on the bigger perspective, also with my trades that I set up on Ethereum, I am going to be going almost all in towards Ethereum whenever we're going to be hitting the 3,300 to about 3,400 US dollars for ETH here. But as of for now, that is not the level that we're reaching yet here. That is this spot right here where I think the sweet spot is here, and where I think we could be in for a massive squeeze in the market. So we're looking still at this bull flag pattern, but we just have to wait ever so slightly. So this is it for me in today's update video. It was definitely a little bit of a shorter video, but there's nothing more to discuss. But anyways, make sure to subscribe to the channel right now here. Slap on the bell notification, because tonight I will be going live on the channel. I will be discuss the very important Jerome Powell meeting. Like you can see on my YouTube, the live stream is already scheduled in here, so make sure to join in. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be interesting. So guys, thank you so much for watching. See you guys over there. Peace out. Goodbye.